Hi angels! Welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel, and today I'm bringing you another general message. We're just going to tap into the energy and see what we get. I do hope that everyone's doing well and feeling very blessed. Alright, let's see what we have today for once again. Interesting. Okay. Again, this past energy, there's some people from your past who want to talk to you really bad. Or like you're just so heavy on their mind. If some of you have been kind of like holding back or people don't have access to you in some way, there's just a lot of people from your past who are thinking pretty heavily about you. People miss you. If people wronged you, I feel like they're going through a lot of hard times right now. And there's something about people remembering how kind you were, how loving you were. You made life easier. You made life better. They could lean on you. Yeah, wow. If anyone hurt you, they are going through really, really hard times right now. It's been kind of a consistent theme for the energy today. There's something about, especially if the past like couple days or couple weeks, you've been kind of holding your energy back and maybe just focusing on yourself. There's like a heavy energy from people who've hurt you. Like, people are like really struggling. Just people who've hurt you are like really, really struggling. Wow, like really. Almost to the point where they feel cursed, or like there's a curse on them or something. 8 of Cups, anyone you walked away from. I feel like if you're in good standing with people, I feel like if people are good and loving to you, things are going quite well for them. But like people you've had to walk away from, like God is not letting up on people right now. I heard it's a season of blessings for some and punishment for others. I feel like you've been quite obedient. I feel like you've been quite warm and loving and kind and forgiving. Yeah. You could have had multiple people. Like, you really kind of felt... Okay. You had a situation where God wanted to show you that a whole army could come up against you. And he would take care of it. And he did. There's something here about things looking really good and balanced for you. If you're feeling stable, you're going to be feeling even more stable. If, you know, all your bills are taken care of, if everything you need is taken care of, you're going to have more than enough. I see things increasing for you quite well. But there's a sense here of God really wanting to see, like, do you have faith that even if multiple people try to come against you, if multiple people try to hurt you, do you have faith that I can take care of it? And you did. And he did. But I feel like there was kind of that initial moment of God pulling you out of a situation, helping you heal and helping you move forward and create a better life. But people are realizing that that wasn't like a one and done situation. Like if God vindicated you and tried to teach people a lesson, that it wasn't just a one and done. We have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. This is a cycle here with the Wheel of Fortune. This is a cycle. The Moon. People... Okay. There's people from your past who are wondering, like, when is their suffering going to end? Or when are their hardships going to end? Temperance. 5 of Pentacles. Again. Okay, we're going to dig into this concept. Really interesting, unique energy today. But it's an energy that I'm enjoying digging into. This is how this situation gets balanced out. By these people, I'll be honest, like suffering. There was some sort of situation that was so unfair that like the energy has to be balanced out. I think also too, you're being blessed a lot recently. And the energy from those blessings is coming from people who hurt you. If you're getting things or things are working out for you, if you've had some good luck and things like that, these are things being taken. Okay, Knight of Wands. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. With the Strength. It's definitely also too because I think there are some people from your past who wronged you, who are learning, who are growing through these lessons. But there's definitely some people who are not becoming higher vibrational through it and honestly are just being like, it's like someone hurts you, they get karma or punishment from God. But instead of like learning from it and being like, oh, I'm sorry, I feel like you're also good with that. Because we all sin. But I feel like whenever you do something wrong and maybe you get a little bit of blowback for it, you accept it and you're like grateful for it so you can learn the lesson and move forward or atone for what you did. But there's people who do not want to atone. There's people who are just like kind of angry actually that you're doing so well still and that they are like suffering. These people could also not believe in the divine or not believe in God. And they kind of have this belief of like, well, if I step on someone to get ahead, then it should just work out for me. Yeah, the devil. These people are devils. Oh. There's a lot of people from your past who owe the devil, and he's coming to collect. When you hurt someone who is kind and loving, when you screw someone over, that's a contract with the devil. When you hurt someone who didn't do anything to you, when you choose to do evil, you're doing a contract with the devil, whether you think you signed on the dotted line or not. 10 of Pentacles here, yeah. And the devil charges a lot. And he's not forgiving. He doesn't forgive debts. The devil does not forgive debts. God can forgive pretty much anything, but the devil does not. The Sun. And the devil takes a lot. So look, oh, this is a lesson here. I think some people from your past have got it and they're going to be okay, but for the people who just don't want to accept it, there's one person in your life, this isn't for everyone, but there's one person in your life who actually like wanted to work with the devil, especially if this person knows that you serve God. This person is mentally unbalanced, I'll say. Like, the devil will take serious things from you. Like, they'll take family, they'll take your livelihood, like a good livelihood, like something that actually is good for you. They'll take your happiness. They'll take your lover. They'll take the things that you've wished for and worked for. He'll take things that you can't replace. I think there's been a continuous theme for today's messages of like, pray for the people who've hurt you. I know that's hard, but like, pray for them because they're losing way more than they took from you. Like, it's because it has to be balanced out. If you've gotten to a point where you can think about these things, just think about what they did to you and I'll multiply that by like 1,000. Because I'll say this too. If you're a divine being, if you work closely with God, hurting you is expensive. The devil knows that too. And so when he helped this person or when he helped these people, he knew that what he was going to have to take from them was going to be astronomical. And honestly, whatever, like, for some of you, like, there was really, really difficult situations, and I'm so sorry for that. And I hope that God has helped you heal and recoup. But for a lot of you, they were things that, can be replaced. Maybe they took a crappy boyfriend or a crappy spouse or a crappy girlfriend. Maybe they took a job that you didn't really like. Maybe they took a friend group that wasn't really great. Things that honestly were not that great for you to begin with. But what these people are going to lose, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. It's kind of intense messages today, but once again, it's intense on both sides. I feel like if you've been a good person, if you've been doing your best, if you've genuinely been trying to be a good person and work with God, your blessings are going, like, you're going to be kind of shook by how well things are going to be going for you, especially if you're putting in the work, if you're being a good person, if you're forgiving people from the past. Like, there's a lot of big blessings that are coming in for you now. Like, God is bringing in big blessings. And the devil is taking from people who've hurt you. Like, it's a really big, heavy, with this Justice card. And look at all these, like, major arcana, like, heavy energy. It's like the scales are getting bigger. It's like the good things coming in for you are getting bigger and bigger, and the bad things coming in for people who tried to take for you are getting bigger and bigger. It's a very intense energy. Ace of Cups, once again, huge energy. Strongest form of energy in the universe is the Ace of Cups. Love, God's love, like that's the biggest energy. Bigger than the Wheel of Fortune, in my opinion. And it's just, there's like this intensity of energy growing. I think people's feelings for people are growing. I think world circumstances are growing. Blessings are growing. Karma is growing. I'm kind of seeing this groundswell. And it's kind of, this almost kind of feels like letting you know if you feel like you're on the good side of karma, if you feel like, God is proud of you, and I think that he is. I feel like you know. I think you've been doing your best. I think you've been trying to be a good person, and God is proud of you. And I think that you're going to be seeing that more and more as just like better and better things coming in for you. I think there's always still going to be challenges, but I think that they're going to get easier and easier because I think you have great faith at this point and you know that God's going to carry you through it. But I think this is almost just letting you know, like, big things are coming. Big good things for some people and big bad things for other people. And so really now is the time to stay close to God, you know, stay close to that beautiful divine energy, because you're going to see, like, at this point, you know that he carries you and you like walking with him. But there's definitely people from your past who are like firmly on the other side of things. And I also see that more and more people are renewing their relationship with God. Oh, that's another thing too. Okay, so we're talking a lot about energy today and the price of doing things to divine people. Now, there are people who hurt you before you even had a close relationship with God, but they still owe you. But now that you have your relationship with God, the price on what they did, it's like interest on their debt to the devil. There's an intensity here, like, but this is what I think makes it funny though. Like, I'll be honest. Sometimes the devil does tempt bad people to attack divine people specifically so he can take from them. Because he has to follow rules too. And so he'll go to negative people around you and say, hey, look at this beautiful divine person. Look how much God is blessing them. And instead of emulating them, instead of walking down the same path, he says, you know what? Why don't we just try to take from that person? Why would you want to walk the straight and narrow when you can just take from that divine person? But he never lets them read the fine print. And there's a whole lot of people who hurt you, who are going through... I try not to do like karma readings or say like, oh, this person's going through... I try to let that be what it is. Don't delight in the karma of others. Don't delight in the punishment of others. They're already going through it. When you delight in the punishment of others, I promise it comes back on you. And you don't want that. You really want your soul to be light as a feather so that you can just be blessed and happy. And if you feel like you're not there yet, you need to commit yourself to getting to that place. It doesn't happen overnight. Nobody's perfect. But you should not be out here like, yeah, I hope they suffer. No. Because you're going to suffer. I promise you. And so what I'm seeing here right now is kind of a message to say, hey, things are going to be getting really good for you, but it's because you're committing yourself to that. You're committing yourself to walking in that light always, no matter what. But the debts of people who've hurt you are getting bigger and bigger and heavier and heavier. And when you get to a certain level of debt with the devil, he takes big things, way bigger things that happen to you. And so just imagine and think about what happened to you. I promise for them, it's going to be so much worse. So if you can find it in your heart, that's the test. Can you pray for them? Can you forgive them? Because it's going to get to a point where you're going to find out what's going on in these people's lives. And you're going to feel bad for them. You will. But I think it's also going to coincide with the fact that you're going to be so blessed and so recovered from what you went through that what they did to you is not going to hurt anymore. You're going to get to a point where you're glad it happened because your current circumstances are so good and you wouldn't be where you are today if you hadn't gone through what you went through back then. That's what I have for you. So I do hope this message resonated. I hope this was helpful for you. It feels sort of like an urgent energy, but I think that for you, you know, especially if this is really resonating with you and you're really committing yourself to this good energy, God is infinitely patient, infinitely loving, and infinitely forgiving. So it's okay if you stumble. But just stay committed to that energy of like, I really want to be a good person. I really want to forgive. I really want to let you take the reins on these kind of things, God. I just want to be blessed and I just want to be a blessing to others. I promise you, you will reap rewards beyond your imagination, not just here on earth, but in heaven. Beautiful energy. That's what I have for you. So I hope this resonated. I hope it was helpful for you. You can feel free to check out one of my other videos if you'd like. And of course, you can always book a personal reading with me if you would like me to read the energy in your situation. But thank you so much. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.